Newstalk 770 AM 92.5 FM WVNN. So apparently at one of the Harris-Walz rallies in 2024, when he was running for vice president, him and his wife said, "We are turning the page on Donald Trump. Bye-bye." I guess no. I guess instead, no. Because people are pointing out we're turning the page on Tim Walz. You know, it's interesting. At the time when he was selected for vice president, there were people that brought up the fact, look, there's some pretty big scandals in Minnesota that could come out here. Now, there wasn't enough time for it to come out in the election, I guess, but it's coming out now. And it seems like, yes, he is stepping down because at the very least, he looked the other way. So it could be that he was involved in some of this fraud. Maybe personally benefiting. I don't know. I don't know if there's evidence of that. But at the very least, like I said, maybe he looked the other way. He didn't do anything about it, which says a lot about his leadership. And if this wasn't an issue, he would stay in the race. So it's going to be a bigger issue, a bigger and bigger issue. There's more to this story. Let's put it that way. Now, Bugsy, go ahead if you can. Play the Tim Walz cut I sent you. This was him yesterday talking about why he's not running for re-election.
Donald Trump and his allies in Washington and in St. Paul and online want to make our state a colder, meaner place. They want to poison our people against each other by attacking our neighbors. And ultimately, they want to take away much of what makes Minnesota the best place in the country to raise a family. I came to the conclusion that I can't give a political campaign my all. Every minute that I spend defending my own political interest would be a minute I can't spend defending the people of Minnesota against the criminals who prey on our generosity and the cynics who want to prey on our differences. I did not run for this job to have the job. I ran for the job to do the job. Minnesota faces enormous challenges this year, and I refuse to spend a single minute doing anything other than rising to meet this moment. Minnesota has always come first and always will.
I hate it when politicians say rise to meet the moment. We're going to meet the moment. You didn't meet the moment when the fraud was going on before, but now you're going to meet the moment. I don't know why that phrase annoys me. By the way, the investigation continues on this. Caroline Leavitt, who's Trump's press secretary, was on Fox News yesterday talking about it. Play the Caroline Leavitt cut for me.
Entire government effort. We are surging resources. You saw today the Department of Homeland Security announced we have nearly 2,000 agents from the Homeland Security Investigations Team. The FBI is on the ground, and we're freezing money. HHS cut off funding for child care centers and for daycares. USDA Secretary Rollins has been asking Governor Walz to see the recipients of SNAP in his state. So this is all hands on deck. Rest assured, it's a top priority for President Trump, and he believes that Governor Walz is criminally liable, and I think the Department of Justice is going to find out.
Yeah, so we'll have to see if it rises to that level. But they thought they could get away with it because if you criticized it, you pointed it out, Somalis committing fraud. Oh, you're racist. You're racist. You're bigoted. Yeah, those days are over. If there's fraud, we're going to find out.
The Yaffee Program.
Nobody does selling better than Shopify. Shopify is the home of the #1 checkout on the planet. And the not-so-secret secret, with Shop Pay that boosts conversions up to 50%, meaning way less carts go abandoned and way more sales going through. So if you're into growing your business, your commerce platform better be ready to sell wherever your customers are scrolling or strolling. On the web, in your store, in their feed, and everywhere in between. Businesses that sell more, sell on Shopify. Upgrade your business and get the same checkout that Skims uses. Sign up for your $1 per month trial period for 3 months at shopify.com/Westwood1, all lowercase. Go to shopify.com/Westwood1 to upgrade your selling today. Shopify.com/Westwood1.
The Inside of You podcast.
You're listening to Inside of You with Michael Rosenbaum. Let's get inside of Sebastian Maniscalco.
This whole podcasting thing, right?
I was doing it before every actor and their mother wanted a podcast.
Did you wake up one day and go, I gotta talk to people? You're an actor.
Yeah.
And all of a sudden, you're Barbara Walters.
Yeah.
How do we make...
It happened by accident. I had no idea people would start listening. But when you're genuine, that's what attracts people.
The Inside of You podcast. Follow and listen on your favorite platform.
The CJ Pearson Show.
I'm CJ Pearson, and I'm the host of The CJ Pearson Show. Every week, we'll take on the biggest cultural, political, and moral battles in America head on.
From a perspective you won't hear on mainstream media.
No spin, no filters, and no apologies.
Straight talk and fearless, real perspective.
Family, faith, country, bold truth, real conviction, zero permission. This is The CJ Pearson Show.
The CJ Pearson Show. Follow and listen on your favorite platform.